We have the Rotary Grace, which will be read by me here. The Lord Toast is going to be read by Tiko Kadmala, the club admin. The forward test is going to be read by the RCC member, that's Edemani College. Then we have the final toast. It's going to be led by the treasurer. The object of Rotary is going to be led by Lenny Christie. Thank you so much. Can we stand up for the order of fellowship? Thank you. I'm taking us through the Rotary Grace. For what we have received and what we are about to receive, may we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the needs of the less privileged. Amen.
Amen.
This is me, Tiko Kademala, the club administrator. To His Excellency, the Republic of to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Forward test by RCC Tema. Of the things we think, say or do, first, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Rotary object. Object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a wide fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you so much. Can we take our seats? Thank you once more. The Rotarians in the room and also the Rotarians online. You are again most welcome for today's meeting. We're going to start our meeting with the updates. The Rotarians from Yumbe traveled to Tiji, around 40 kilometers away from the town, to deliver mosquito nets and also water filters. We distributed around 359 mosquito nets to 196 households in Tiji. The population of is around 2,045 number, that's the population for Tiji, but we gave mosquito nets to 196 households. After giving the mosquito nets, again, we also distributed the water filters. We carried around 40 water filters to Tiji because the households are around scattered. We distributed them to 196 households, and the members were very happy. They are so excited. We even taught them how to use the water filters, how they can use it and how they can wash it, then how they can connect the filters to the bucket. And from the bucket also, like if
If they have at least every week, they're supposed to wash it, weekly washing, and also they use it, how to use it, we also show to them. And they are very happy. Some even tested the water from the buckets, which comes into the filter. They are so excited, and most of them are saying that they're going to connect theirs immediately. So like when we reached in Tiji, the members were so excited. With us, we had the parish chief and also the councillor, the area councillor was also with us. The officials were very happy together with the community. They thanked you so much for the service you have given to them. And we also found that the latrine cover plates were also made. They are to deliver them, I think, over the weekend to each and everyone's household. That is what Nafis also said to us when we were there. Then the parish chief had a connection, said that, also communicated to the members that since he had seen the cover plates of the toilets, next week they are going to go from home to home. They are going to go from home to home to see that if you have not built your toilet, then you're going to give the goat and the chicken to them. That is now the bylaw. They are going to put things that the cover plates already made. Then concerning Machangana, they've already built 5 latrines. Others are still on the wall level. And some of the youths are going to dig, most of the youths are going to dig things. It's the rainy season. They've also gone to their gardens. And I think next week they'll also be in. And once they continue, they finish building that, I'll also send the pictures to you, Chris. And I also personally went to Ramadah. I found out that the latrines which they've already built was 1. Some are yet to be built, and it's a rainy season. Most of the people are in their farms digging. But the promise that next week they can do that, they can work on that. I went there this afternoon and I met the people, that's what they told me. And hopefully, we hope that by next week, I think they will also be in position to raise some things up. And like we told the people of Tiji, and also the parish chief also informed them that since they've already got the micro loan, any person who tempers to run out with the money up to Sudan, they already have connections with the people from Sudan and also people here. If you've gone to Sudan, if you run away with that money, they can still go up to Sudan and they bring you back. You come and repay the money back. So that was the connection they said. And also concerning the mosquito nets, we told them they should make proper use of the mosquito nets. The mosquito nets should not be used for either grazing goats, not also for building. They are to be used on the bed, and not even for sale. So the parish chief also told them that he's going to the markets, every market, he will move around to see if you go selling a mosquito net, you will be taken in. You'll be imprisoned for that. That was what I think the parish chief communicated together with the area councillor of the area of Tiji, Kera sub-county. That was from me, and I was not alone. We went together as a team, and my team members with whom we went together are with me. I think they can also add more on that. We also have, our team leader for RCC. I think she will also give us updates. He will give us updates. And we shall also expect update from Chris to analyze the survey we sent you. He'll give us update on the survey analysis. I think also we'll get update from Christine. She will also give us an update. Before Christine, and then I hand to our team leader, that is, okay. Christine is me, I think she will give update, and after that we shall hand to Innocent.
Yeah, thank you so much. My update is basically going to be on Msusu well, as Rukia has very much elaborated on the visit to Tiju of mosquito net and the provision of the soya water filter. Talking about Msusu well, Suzu well in Tiji, this time the previous team had gone on ground. They had assessed water level at a higher level. And this time when we went, we actually went and surveyed water at least at a low land level. And we were able to detect water sources. And now our challenge at this time is we are still waiting for the repair of the tools. These guys at the fabrication centers are taking time, and we don't want to put them under pressure because they will produce for us fake things. And at the same time, as we have provided Tiji with the water filters, I think they're very happy. They started enjoying their water, we even started enjoying the water together with them. They had first for us even water from the dirty source of water, but we were able to filter it together with them and enjoy the water. And at the same time, Tiji is under pressure for construction of latrines. So we are giving them some grace time at least to finish their latrines, not to finish completely, but at least to reach somewhere. Then we step in as Suzu drillers, then we go and drill our water safely as we have already identified a good site for the water. Thank you so much. This is the brief update I can give on Musuzu well. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we have updates from Innocent.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, the President, for giving me this opportunity to share with you. And probably I'm not going to give an update. I'm just going to supplement with the activities which are right now going on implemented by the Rotarians. As they have mentioned, the activities are really going on despite some challenges. What I just suggest is that these projects are led by the Rotarians. And for example, Tiji project is led by Nafis, and then Ramadah and the Machangana being led by Rukia and Christine and also Otuzaitun. My suggestion is that if there will be time, there is need for us to have a Zoom meeting together with these 4 leaders so that we can be able to realize the immediate challenges they will be facing. Maybe we can say we need to have a Zoom meeting maybe once or twice in a month to see maybe to hear from them the challenges they do face. Otherwise, the program is so far moving well, but I'm seeing some many challenges, I think, in Ramadah, because the Ramadah communities, their response towards, I think this project is still low. Their team leaders, we expected them to come for a meeting, and unfortunately they have not appeared. And all the materials have been distributed, and for the relay information from the President, because in this afternoon she has been there in Ramadah and found that the materials have been distributed in each household. And it seems their leaders are reluctant to follow up the projects after they have distributed the materials like cements and then iron bars and so on. So that's why I'm saying there is need to have some separate Zoom meeting and then to see how we can handle some immediate challenges. Lastly, I would like to take this special appreciation and thanks to all the Rotarians online for their guidelines to the Yumbe Rotary Club And it has really made the women who are now lead in these projects, and really they are doing great work, and they are very active and ready to face challenges here in Yumbe district. I really appreciate you for all that support. And lastly is that since we have some new sites for TCP Global, and they are ready to join a Rotary Club, that means we are going to get more Rotarians. I think this year we're going to get many members to join, because we have about 38 TCP Global groups. So in each, they are really willing, even though some distance are very far, but there are those who feel they need to be part of the Rotary Club after seeing the amazing projects implemented by the Rotarians. So we really welcome them to join the Rotary Club. That's all from me. Thank you so much for listening. Over to the president.
Thank you so much, Innocent. And I think even when we went to Tiji, the group leader also very much also want to join. Plus some members from there, they also wanted to join, like the councillor also communicated that wanted also to join the Rotary Club. And we told them it's okay, they're most welcome to join. It will only be the distance to limit them, but we don't stop them from joining us. They're always welcome to join Rotary Group. Thank you, and then back to Chris to give us the analysis.
Pardon me, my microphone was muted and I was looking at the spreadsheet. So which analysis did you want? Did you want the analysis of the malaria?
Yeah.
All right, and I will have to request a delay of maybe 5 minutes so that I can actually do the analysis. I wasn't sure whether you wanted TG analysis, but there's no new TG data, or malaria analysis. So basically, I wanted to say, as always, we are very proud and very pleased by your service to humanity, serving the neediest villages around you and improving their well-being, and also improving the well-being of Rotarians. That's all I have for right now. If someone else wants to speak while I quickly find the malaria incidence data in the survey, that would be good. I see that we have, or we did have, do we still have guests? No, I guess
Nigeria is still
that
here. No, Nigeria is still here, Aisha.
Okay.
Yeah, good afternoon. Aisha is still here.
Introduce
team went
yourself
out to
and
the
what you
preview.
do, Aisha.
Well, my name is Aisha Hamza from Borno State, Northeast Nigeria. That's the northern part of the country, Nigeria. And we have this national organization, non-governmental organization, I mean. And we are into health, that's our thematic areas: health, protection and GBV, water and sanitation, climate change adaptation and awareness, and then conflict resolution. So far, these are our thematic areas, aside others that probably we might venture into with time. So far, we've had projects on water and sanitation, like hygiene promotion during the COVID, sensitizing communities, and guide steps to take against COVID prevention. We've worked with breastfeeding women, that's to create awareness and promote safe hygiene among breastfeeding mothers. And then also a project on infant and young child feeding, that's in one of the camps. And mostly we work in the camp and also in host communities where we have the internally displaced population. You know, in this part, precisely Borno State is where the Boko Haram started. And so we have a lot of refugees and internally displaced persons. So now most of the refugees from Borno are coming in back, while the displaced people are, you know, are stayed within the camp. And recently some have been moved to their community of origin. And so we follow them to their communities of origin now, doing the same work, you know, identifying survivors, building or introducing them to like acquisition skills, empowering women, empowering the survivors, you know, trying to meet up to their protection needs, like supporting them with non-food items like that. And in terms of WASH, I've already mentioned, and we have a lot of projects that we've done in WASH. And just to conclude, recently we had a project in one of the local government with women on nutrition and then village savings and loan skill. And we did it in partnership with ZOA. ZOA was the lead organization. So we monitor and supervise this project in Monguno local government. So this is our last project that we concluded in 2022. Yes. So just a few about SAHE. That's the name of the organization, SAHE Gender Development Initiative.
Thank you so much, Aisha.
Gloria has her hand up, I believe.
Hi, Melissa.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Happy to join you again after, I think, 2-3 weeks of absence. Yes, I went to the Rotary International Convention in Melbourne, Australia. It's a very beautiful country. It was winter time, so if you saw some of the photographs I shared, I was putting on a winter jacket. The convention was attended by 14,000 people, in 14,000, I think, plus. There are people who will register in the last minute and on site, but we know it's about 14,000 people who attended. It was very beautiful, and it was good to connect with a number of people. We met in Houston last year during the RI convention. I attended 2 days of Global Malaria Congress, and it was very good. The story of Uganda was very well discussed and used as an example of how to approach the malaria interventions. There were most of the participants were professors, doctors, very highly placed people in research and innovation for the treatment of malaria, and also people who are doing research on malaria vaccines. Currently, there are 29 malaria vaccines which are active and being tested. So most of the participants there were scientists and people in the area of research. So bringing the example of Malaria Partners Uganda, the Malaria Partners Zambia, those are now the projects that have the feet on ground, and it brought in the practical aspects, which was very good. So I was shining there like a star on behalf of all of you. Because the session was, the opening session was chaired by the chair of Malaria Partners International. And she boasted so much about Uganda and Zambia. So that was very good. And I hope that we can do more of our interventions and give reports, because that feeds into what the researchers want to hear. So I'm very glad of the work that the Rotary Club of Yumbe is doing. And even this report that Rukia is giving, if you can post it on that WhatsApp group, because we now have some of the board members of Malaria Partners International on that WhatsApp group. So the information gets to them firsthand and they get to see the pictures, and that really thrills them so much to hear what is happening on the ground. The program of scale, which was funded in Zambia, has now come to an end. They were implementing an intervention in the copper belt in Zambia. So the executive director, Martha Lungu, was there to give her experience and share with the people who were in attendance of the Congress what the experience was. But soon they are going to go for an evaluation of that intervention in Zambia. So we shall all wait to hear the results of that program of scale, which was implemented in Zambia on malaria control and prevention. I went to the House of Friendship, and that is where all the business of all transactions is done, meeting people, meeting area people with the same interest. So a number of people were interested in hearing our case stories, and there were all these proposals we had. So a number of people exchanged email addresses, and of course they'll go back to their club and then report if a certain club takes interest in the areas that we have identified, like water sanitation, like the malaria interventions. They'll get back to us. So that was good, and I want to thank Helen for the information she gave, and also Chris for the information he gave about Yumbe. And if we have partners who are interested to follow up, for sure they will get in touch. So that is the update. Australia is a beautiful country, and I was able to travel by train over 1 hour to a place called Geelong, which was closer to the coast. It was so beautiful. I stayed there for 3 days, and then I moved back when the House of Friendship and the conference was officially opened. So I was able to see part of the countryside and also do some sightseeing in the city of Melbourne. It's very beautiful and very clean. Yes. So that's the report from Melbourne. And then I have a few questions to put to you from the report you just submitted. It's good to hear that you are doing the distribution of nets, and in Tiji village. Christine Laney made a comment that the Tiji village are under pressure to dig latrines. I wanted to find out who has put them under pressure to dig the latrines, because that may sound like they are doing it against their will. So I just wanted to be sure who is putting them under pressure. And then as you are going about to drill the Mzuzu well, I also wanted to find out, are you in consultation with the District Directorate of Water? Because every district has mapped areas where there's a water source and where you can dig water and where you cannot. So are you in consultation with the district water department as you do the siting of water sources, because that should fall within the bigger picture of the plan for the Directorate of Water Services. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention and make sure that as you go in the community to sink the Mzuzu well, make sure that you are falling in the plan of the Directorate of Water Department. Then also there was a comment by Rukia, President Rukia, that councillors from Tiji want to join Rotary. That's a good idea. It's also a good information, but let them know the full implication of what being a Rotarian is. They may think you just joined like it's another club. They should know that there are terms and conditions. You have to pay the Rotary dues. You have to be a regular member. You have to attend weekly meetings, 1 hour every week. So I hope those people are aware that joining Rotary has terms and conditions. And my experience with the politicians is that they can come quickly, but they'll go. And sometimes they join Rotary so that they can ride on Rotary to achieve their political ambitions. And eventually, because in Arua, all the politicians who joined us have left. They used Rotary as a bandwagon for driving their agenda for politics, and they left. So I just want to give you that caution. Thank you so much for all the work you are doing, Rukia and your team.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for the nice and lovely update you've given to us. But I think I hand you to Christine to answer the first question, and also I'll answer the last.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gloria, for asking those questions. Those are very sensitive and important questions. We are always in consultation with the district water office about our water drilling issues. And secondly, the people who have put Tiji under pressure of construction of latrine is the council. Is it the local council and the parish, the local council of Kerwa sub-county. And it was more especially the parish chief of that parish. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, he had said previously he had not seen a latrine there, but this time he had come around and he has seen the platforms, which really made him excited. And he does not want to see those platforms just resting there. He wants them to be put on the latrine pits, and then he wants to see the constructions faster, not without the delayment as rain seasons are coming, to avoid issues of diarrhea. Let everyone go and defecate in the latrine. That's why he's saying now the Tiji community has to go under pressure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lenny. Yeah, concerning like the councillors wanting to join, I told them we have terms and conditions to join Rotary. To be a full member, you have to pay Rotary dues. You have to attend regular meetings. I think I mentioned to them all. If you are ready to follow the terms and conditions, you are ready to join Rotary. But if you're not ready, we also don't force. So those are the things I mentioned to them. I think also another update is that we have got a former invoice from Joint Medical Stores. Yeah, they've given us the performer invoice, and then we are going to place order very soon.
Helene has raised her hand.
Helene, you're most welcome.
Thank you, President Rukia. First of all, I wanted to let you know that I invited Aisha and her team from Nigeria because they sound very much like the groups in Yumbe. They support a number of women's savings groups who may want to join TCP Global. And I thought maybe you all could share experiences on how you're working on water and sanitation programs, that you have a lot to learn from each other. And we hope that they will join TCP Global too. And then Rukia, as you send out photos, please include me in all those photos or add me to the WhatsApp group. I'm not sure that I'm on there. because I always need new ideas for our newsletters, and you all are doing so many wonderful things that I need photos for that. And then the other thing is that in order for more money to come in and empower more people economically, if we could add more savings groups to the TCP Global program, that would provide more revenue after a few months for SADC and provide interest for your programs. And maybe as SADC is getting some earnings in the next few weeks, if you have some groups that could maybe match SADC's earnings to set up some new groups, I would encourage that. And like Chris said, this is always the highlight of my week, learning what you all are doing in Yumbe, because you inspire and energize me. And I hope you never run out of energy. So thank you.
Good, Madam President, if I may give a quick update after thanking Helene for her update. May I go ahead with the summary of what I've got on the malaria incidents? Good. So not including Tiji, which has worse rates of malaria. And I'd have to do a little bit of calculating and adjusting. So far, interviewing every 10th household, you have interviewed 227 households in Yumbe with your malaria survey. And in those 227 households, overall, almost 1 out of every 2 people had malaria. The exact figure is 48% had malaria. And 72% of the under 5 children, more or less 3 out of every 4 children, had malaria. So that's more or less 50% of all adults and almost 3/4 of all children had malaria. When you report malaria, is that based on a rapid diagnostic test, or is it just based on the family saying that person has malaria?
It's just when the family saying that this person has a malaria, we have not had RDT test. We are yet to go and do it.
Okay, once we do RDTs of the population, that data will even be more accurate than this data is.
Yeah.
So that's what we have so far. 48% of the entire population reported having malaria, and 72% of all children, their parents reported them having malaria.
Was that in Yumbe or in Tiji?
That is in Yumbe. It did not include the TG data because that was done in a separate survey, and I would have to figure out how to add it all in. So the rate with TG will go up. When TG is included, the overall malaria rate will go up because TG had, I think, 61% of the total population and 86% of the children with malaria. So both those rates will go up a little bit when TG is added into the data. Thank you. Are there any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you for your work and sending photos on your work Sunday in TG. Very impressive.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the analysis. I think our team leader for RCC wants to react on a question which was posed by Helen.
Yeah, thank you so much, Helen. Indeed, I just need to react on what you have just said about opening new sites. Indeed, I really concur with you because when you look at now this earning, when we use it to open new sites, that means many communities will benefit because we have about 200 constitutions, the certificates which are here in the office. So this idea you have brought is really very great, so that whatever earning is allocated for SEDUC, we can allocate 80% of that to opening new sites and even to support the Rotary Club's projects, especially in areas of transportation, maybe when they need more, when there is earning, and then we can easily be able to use to support this project. So I concur with you. And this morning, we have opened one new site already. We have already given out the fund that is amounted to 5,200,000 for a site, which is about 1,500 US dollars. That site, so that the sites are increasing. So they have so far reached to 38 with the K market vendor, where I reached there, which is about 40 kilometers from SEDUC's office. So they are really very excited, and of course they had no hope. So when this program of giving SEDUC's earning declared by you, and now the communities are really very happy. Hopefully when fund is available and the earning is available, we can be able to add more sites. That is really very great. I really appreciate you people, your support to see that the life of the communities in Yumbe really improves and they become better citizens, and then become also helping the more vulnerable communities as the Rotary Club of Yumbe are doing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just to clarify though, if possible, it would be good if SEDUC could use their earnings to match money that the community provides. Because what I'm hearing from Ramadah is that, you know, if the community isn't totally on board with all these projects, they don't really follow up. So it would be good for the community to have some initial investment. And if their savings groups could come up with 750 maybe, and SEDUC provide the other 750, then you'd know you have somebody who's really committed, and you could bring in more groups.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and it appeared, if I understood correctly, when we were in Tiji, it appeared like the savings group in Tiji had more than enough money of its own to open up to become an established savings group. Was that not true, that the savings group in Tiji actually had the full $1,500, whatever that is, 5,400,000 Ugandan shillings to qualify to become a TCP global group?
Yes, indeed it happened, but it is just the neighbor of Tiji. That is the Kenda Women Group. They had saved enough, and then they opened now microloans. That is monitored by TCP Global. So far, I think it is now going to be their third month now. So that is the neighbor of Tiji. The group name is called the Kenda Women Group.
Yeah, they're already sending reports.
So if there are more groups like that that have enough money in their VSLAs,
Yeah.
should they open up TCP Global programs if they're willing to not draw out that money at the end of the year?
Yeah, yeah. Indeed, that is really what we need to encourage the savings groups so that they can, their first fund, they can use it, their savings, they can use it to open now the micro loan. That will be that where they will qualify to be part of TCP Global. So I think that has happened with Kenta women group. So far, only one group. So the other groups have not yet come. Then we shall be encouraging them. They are saving, they should use it to open microloans where maybe TCP Global can come in and continue supporting them. This is a very good idea.
Yeah, just one clarification. What I've heard is that a lot of the savings groups are just for personal loans. So we'd only want the, TCP Global loans are only for those who have small businesses or farms or who are generating revenue. So they'd have to understand that distinction.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Innocent, and the rest of the members gave us update and also responded. So now I'd like to go back to the Rotarians in the room, also the Rotarians online, and the partners supporting us. Ours is now going to be either somebody who having a question or also an update is most welcome. Melissa, you're online. You're most welcome if you're still there.
No report from me, just all going very well. I'm eager to give a report to my club to look at the next set of international dues. Doing well. Really enjoyed your meeting last week.
Thank you.
And President Rukia, sometimes send me the translation of the words in your song last week. Would you do that? Yes?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, please.
Very fun. Celebration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gloria has raised her hand, and we also have a guest in. Miriam has also joined us. Go ahead.
Okay. This is information. I thought the rural Rotarians or our incoming Assistant Governor, Lillian, I thought she would have joined the meeting, but since she has not, there is going to be a training for club officials, for the incoming club officials in Arua. And it would be good if the club officials from Yumbe can come and join the team in Arua. So all the Rotary clubs of Arua Eco City, the Rotaract Club of Arua, and the School of Nursing and Midwifery, all of them are going to be in that training. I think Christine is already informed. If it is possible, it will be good to attend that training because we are now in a transition phase. New club officials are going to be handed over to. So you need to know what is expected. You need to know how to report. You need to know how the various directorates are going to collaborate. It's also good for the Rotary Club in Yumbe to know the other Rotarians in West Nile so that you can work together and share your ideas and move together. So such trainings are good if some of the club officials can come to Arua in Hotel Leshuba. That is in Anyafio. So that is where Hotel Leshuba belongs to our incoming president, Anne Hope Anguyo. So she is going to host all of you there if you come for the training. It's a one-day training. So that is organized by incoming Assistant Governor, who is our member of Rotary Club of Arua, Lillian. Yes, thank you.
You can.
Are you able to join? Is any of you going to join that training?
Yeah. I think the president will join and the secretary, the treasurer, and some of the members will join.
Yes, that will be good. That will be very good. Even you can now set some of your goals. I remember Melissa was asking about information on the incoming club officials. So I don't know if you have already put that information into the Rotary Club Central.
You have already sent that.
Okay, because all the information needs to be online, and the new club officials will start receiving emails from the Rotary International and even from the district office. So that is very good. By the way, I met the district governors in Melbourne. The incoming district governor, Kakembo. I said, "Oh, Gloria, I'm happy to see you. You are very active on the WhatsApp group. How is Yumbe?" And so I told him, yeah, we are all very happy and looking forward to his visit to the club. So that is another thing you should prepare for the district governor's visit, because as soon as he starts work on 1st of July, Arua and Yumbe clubs are among his first clubs to visit at the beginning of his Rotary year. So prepare for that visit as well. And I think when you attend the training this Saturday, you will be able to discuss all that in the training in Arua.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Gloria. The visit is going to also compile the installation of the new members.
A visiting of the district governor? No, by the time the district governor comes, you should have been inducted already. I mean, you should have already done the handover. It should not coincide. You should have done the handover, because Rotarians have the new Rotary year begins on 1st of July. So automatically in the system, Rukia, your name will be dropped. It will be Christine Lenny.
Yeah.
So I think
I was asking, is he also coming? Is coming? Is it going to combine like the installing those of Lenny Christine into the system, just like they did for us? That is what I would like to know.
I don't understand what that question means.
No, I'm saying, governor's coming, is it going to compile with his visiting Yumbe? Will it compile the installation of new members?
You're talking about induction, maybe?
I think he's talking, putting it in the system.
Is that Lugbarat? Is you asking Lugbarat so that I can understand it well?
Ba o iriki bazo afamale ba fun bo idaki itaterendi ya.
Member odi kitie.
Member Andra Kobo Christine is going to come in. Then the director for public service or chair public service Rengodi.
Marunga Rotary ma system ayo.
Marungo kuyo.
Okay, now I understand the question. So all those, if you have new members who are to be inducted as Rotarian, that is called induction. So the induction of new members of Rotary Club of Yumbe can be done on the day the district governor visits your club. That can be an activity. But putting the names in the system must be done before the district governor's meeting of the club. And right now, for example, if you have a new director for service projects, if you have a new director for Rotary Foundation, all those names should be done by now in the Rotary Club Central. So if those names are not yet entered in the Rotary Club Central for Rotary Club of Yumbe, then it should be done. If you don't know how to do it, the training in Arua will be the right forum to help you to understand how to enter the names. So Christine Lenny as the incoming president should be there. The incoming secretary should be there, and the incoming treasurer should be there. Those three must not miss the training because they are the ones who will have the access to the Rotary Club of Yumbe Central. So those three must be there, and during the training, they'll be helped how to enter the information in the system. So all that should be done before the district governors meeting or coming of Yumbe. Then if you have new club members to be inducted, they can be inducted on the day the district governor visits your club.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hope that is clear.
Yeah, it's clear. But the new members, I've already sent them and I've also entered their names into my Rotary.
Yes.
And they come to them their email addresses, some of the three email addresses for me to confirm.
Yeah.
I also then send them back.
Okay, so those are two different websites. My Rotary is for the individual. Like for me, I have my Rotary account. So anything I want to do, I log in as a Rotarian using my Rotary information account. So every Rotarian should have a separate my Rotary account. But to enter information about club members, that is called the Rotary Club Central, and it is done by the club administrators, which is the club president, club treasurer, and club secretary. So those are the three people who have authority to access the Rotary Club Central.
Okay.
Yeah, but every Rotarian should actually have my Rotary account of their own, because there are also information which the Rotary International sends to each of the Rotarians. Once you become a Rotarian, RI gives you a number, an identity. Each of the Rotarians have an identity number. So once you have that information, you are free to open my Rotary account and access all the information on the Rotary International website. If you don't have my Rotary account of your own, you can never access the RI website.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the differences. But then for the club, for management of the club, it is called Rotary Club Central, and that is managed by the club officials. And only the club officials who are listed as president, treasurer, and secretary are the ones who can have access to change information on the Rotary Club Central. And once we get to 30th June, Rukia, your name will be dropped. You will not be able to access Rotary Club Central. It will be Lenny Christine and the new treasurer and the new secretary.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me or to inbox me. I can always clarify for you.
Okay, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. I think if there is no another reaction from someone, I think we are going for the final toast.
May I ask our guest with the Sahel GDI name that they introduce themselves and share what they offer?
What's the question?
So we have a guest written as
Okay.
Sahel GDI, and that may be with Aisha.
Hey, they are most welcome. Introduce them.
Yeah, once again, good afternoon. Here it's still afternoon or evening. Evening. So I'm Aisha Hamza the overall project coordinator for Sahel Gender Development Initiative. And I have with me two of my colleagues. So let them introduce themselves also.
Good evening. I am by name Mondi Gaidi, the Monitoring and Evaluation Officer of Sahel Gender Development Initiative. Thank you.
I'm a Babagana Abubakar Mongono, BSLA officer. Work for Sahel Gender Development Initiatives from Nigeria.
We are happy to link up with this Yumbe organization. It seems we have a lot of things in common, and I would like to learn more from you.
Back to you, Madam President.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aisha and your group for introducing yourselves. If you want to learn more concerning Yumbe, join us every Wednesday. You'll get to learn more things concerning Yumbe, and also you'll get to learn more things concerning Nigeria. Thank you so much. Okay, now since it's already time, we are going for our final toast. Our meetings are only 1 hour. And I think we are now, it's already 1 hour. We are going for our final toast. We are closing our meeting. We are adjourning our meeting with the final toast. Final toast, John. I think our final toast is going to be said by our club treasurer, the outgoing and incoming. Most welcome. We are now standing up for the final toast.
Thank you very much. I'm going to say the final toast. I give you Rotary International.
Rotary world over.
Rotary world over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
All the partners, the friends, the Rotarians who joined us today. Thank you so much and have a nice time, and good morning to those ones in USA. Good afternoon, good evening to those ones in Nigeria and also in Yumbe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it was very nice to see you from Nigeria. And Gloria, it's good to see you back in Bethesda or Germantown or.
Yes, I'm in Germantown.
Yeah.
Yes. Glad to see Aisha and team from Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
We shall hear more about you maybe in the future meetings. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, Melissa.
Thank you all. Have a great
Thank you.
week.
Okay,
Thank
same
you.
to you.
Have a good week.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
In the connection.
Bye.
Goodbye.